Well, hello there. Welcome back to New Record Day. My name is Ron, Frequency Friday. I don't know what episode this is, I lost track, but it's great to see your smiling faces. So before we kick off today's Frequency Friday that is going to be a lot of fun, I want to share with you a little tip, just a little nugget to help you on your audiophile journey, something that made a huge difference in my room and the way things sound. It's not just about a rug, because a rug is important, there is no doubt about that, but what's under the rug is equally important. So, what do we have here? Oh, there it is. Rug pads, and they're freaking thick. Guys, I can't tell you how big of a difference that these rug pads actually made. And they're not terribly expensive. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than a lot of acoustic treatments. So, if you're in the unfortunate situation like I am in this room where you have tile, man, you guys heard the way this room sounded when we first moved in. Check this out. Dancing? It was a complete and total nightmare. Put a rug down, that is step one, but if you really want to make some serious improvements, consider doing rug pads. So yeah, let's start this show and see what we got on the docket today. Hey buddy, you want to look at all of Daddy's old school audiophile setups? Yeah? All right. Oh, and there goes my hat. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to episode 19, Frequency Friday. My name is Ron. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Tonight we are gonna be doing a bit of an archaeological dig into my past with some of my audiophile setups, and I've got 13 pictures here that we're gonna be pulling up on the screen over here, and we're just gonna have some fun tonight because audio is supposed to be fun. So. Let's pull up the very first one. Before I pull this one up, this was my rig. I don't even remember this, but I think it was some used Macintosh gear that I got. Let me pull it up here. Oh wait, no it's not. It was Logitech. I get those two brands confused from time to time. So I was that dude that lived in the basement of his girlfriend's mom's house, and the whole "hey mom, give me a hot pocket" like that was me. It's true. So I used to be into computers quite a bit, and this was my gaming multimedia rig. Okay, so awful. And I remember that sub being so freaking boomy loud, and it was like I don't think you could even turn it down. It was like the sub was set at a certain volume if I remember, and then you can adjust the satellites. Anyhow, that was that rig. Here's another shot of it right here. Yeah. I'm looking pretty awesome with my guitar here. I still have that Telecaster. It's my favorite Telecaster that I own, actually. You do see some evidence of some messing around with headphones. I don't know if Josh or DMS, if you guys are watching this, but I'm not sure if you can sight them, but there's some Porta-Pros on that desk right there. So that's that one. Moving on. So here we have our first upgrade, okay? I sold my Logitech rig. Pull this up on the screen. Anybody recognize those guys? Swans? Multimedia speakers, I forget the model. Not a bad sounding speaker right there, and they're still in production today, and a lot of people swear by them, so let me pull up the next one here. Okay, things are getting serious. There it is. The blood is in the water. So now, oh man, I regret doing this. Okay, so this was my gaming rig. At the time I lived in Minnesota. That's why the heater is on the ground for my feet, because I have bad circulation in my feet. But yeah, this is like all Polk Audio stuff. I don't remember. I think it was their M series or something like that. And I was in love. Like this was my rig. This was totally epic, totally awesome. And yeah, I had a receiver, this Onkyo receiver right here, and I got that from Circuit City. Got some, I had a little upgrade, Grados right there. I think those were SR60s if I remember, way back in the day. I
always been a Grado fan. I like him. Yeah, so Onkyo receiver. Now, here's the deal. I know that you guys are going to be ragging on me, and you're like, really, Ron? That's the best you could do, but I need you all to just take a step back, and know I was not messing around with cables. I mean, you can make fun of my Onkyo receiver, but if you take a look here, oh yeah, these were cryogenically treated with it was pre-Egyptian cotton for the insulation. It's like they got the cotton from like pre-Egypt. It was pre-Egypt cotton that the Egyptians were like, we're going to call this. They trademarked it. And so they wrapped it in angel tears and then dipped it in this special formula. It's all right, moving on here. Okay. It's time to admit it. I was a headphone guy. I'm sorry to say it. I was a big headphone guy. I had a lot of headphones. It was interesting. Single power. I don't even know if they're still in business, but that was a nice sounding amp, but something happened with that company. I don't remember what it was. Like something about they did like a bunch of point-to-point wiring, and on the forums it got out that it was just like a big spaghetti mess, and it was trouble for that company. I don't know if they ever whatever. I'm just rambling right now. This is where things got a little more serious. So once I dabbled in headphones and started hearing what high fidelity was all about, I was like, it is time to step up my speaker game. Any AV123 fans out there? Onyx SP3, baby, right there. Ref 1s, right there. In the back corner there, those green cabinets, those are special custom diffusers that I hadn't made. No, they're not custom diffusers. And those are toys on the shelves. I was that guy. So this is ridiculous. Yeah. DVD audio player in there. I don't remember the brand. There was like a little Shaneling. I think it was a Shaneling CD player. Did HD CD. I was like, HD CD. I'm getting serious with this HD CD stuff. I still don't know what HD CD is. So, yeah, that was my little 2-channel rig, man. Okay, moved from Minnesota, Arizona. This is the Arizona life. And before I show you this picture, back in the day, this was many, many years ago, I didn't know what I was doing, so I called up Technodad, and I was like, hey, man, I want to do a killer home theater. I don't want to mess this up. Kind of on a budget, but can you help me out? And he's like, dude, I got you, man. Like, this is what you need right here. And so I had a projector, but I was on a budget. I was literally like eating ramen noodles, and so I didn't even buy like a projector screen. It was just on the wall, and these speakers are just slammed up. I've got my wires all tucked in there. I think I used tape. I think I used masking tape to hide all the wires, and yeah, all these hard reflections. No absorption. None. That if I went back and heard that room right now, I would kick my own. Hey, sweetie, don't ever say this, okay? I would kick my own butt. I would. Oh, great, I'm dead now. All right, so here's the back of the home theater rig, and Technodad was like, yeah, just put your speakers up as high as you can and have them facing into the room so you can't hear Jack. Who listens to that guy these days? His advice is ridiculous. So that was my home theater rig. And in the other room in the house, big improvements, huge improvements here. I want to show you. I don't know what to say here, guys. I mean, why did I set the Ref 1s on their side? I think what it was is I had this idea of like, that's like in the studios, you know, I mean, I see all these, you know, like Yamaha monitors on their sides, so I should do that too, because this is going to sound freaking awesome. Yeah. So there's that. All right, so this was a little more recent. This was around, I think this was around the time that I was doing New Record Day stuff, at least in the beginning. There's my speaker stands, and that was the room that I would actually listen in this room. I think it was 10 by 9 by 10. And then I have one last one that I'm going to show you. This one is not so ridiculous. This picture is actually really important to me. And the reason that it's important to me, I'm going to show it to you in a second, is this was the first time that I challenged myself to pull speakers out way out into the room. And, you know, the soundstage secret video, and I'll post that down below. This was the very first time that I started messing around with that. So here's the picture. Look at how far those things are out into the room. And I will never forget hearing, oh, that's the Backert Labs. That was around the time of the Backert Labs pass. Wow, this was a long time ago. Anyways, I will never forget hearing that kind of staging. It was just like this. Now we're talking. This is what I love so much about hi-fi. I've got the CSS Audio Crichton 2 TDs in for review. Those are going to be next. And yeah, put them through their paces. I've got a lot of different ideas on how I can expedite these reviews and knock them out a bit faster with all the different chapters. I've been paying attention to a lot of your guys' feedback, and I'm taking a lot of those things very seriously. Appreciate you guys jumping on board. Thank you for your support with New Record Day. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hear all your voices. I'm paying attention. See you guys next time. Episode 20? Maybe we should do something a little special. That'd be fun.
I'm still hungry.
All right. My daughter's hungry. What do you want, macaroni and cheese? All right, buddy. You want to say goodnight to everybody? Good night. She says good night. All right, guys.